Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Never been to Norway. I heard it's beautiful there. And if I do happen to visit Norway, I now know what I can eat thanks to Pete in the chat room. He says he lives in Bjorn, Norway. He said, I wanted to know what good food we have here, so it's my top 5 list of Norwegian food. And you will have to pardon me. I'm sure I'm going to slaughter the pronunciation of just about every one of these words. Rappisball, or as we call it here in Bjorn, this is a heavy but good dinner that we eat once every other month. It's made of potatoes that are mashed and shaped round, or as the name, shaped as balls with meat inside of it. Raspy ball is served with bacon, sugar, syrup, if you want that. I recommend the sugar when you're going to eat it because the syrup is, and raspy ball is blah. Oh, he says eat the sugar instead of the syrup. So he doesn't like it with syrup, apparently. I don't know. Faricol is a meal made of cabbage, lamb, salt, and pepper that is boiled in a big cooking pot. This is a meal that we eat twice a year, but you can buy it at some restaurants or at a truck stop whenever you want. Faricol. Oh, God. Kajotaker. It's one of my favorite. I swear you guys are making up these words or you're sending these lists just to hear how I say them. It's one of my favorite meals we have every other Sunday. Kajotaker is served with potatoes, gravy, and lingonberry jam that you can have other vegetables if you don't like potatoes. Lutefisk is a strange meal. They dry the fish and then soak the fish in lye, then steep it and serve it in bacon, potato, and mustard. We eat this before Christmas, but we eat it sometimes 3 times a year because it's so good. If you come to Norway, you must try to look at the picture. Lutefisk. I've heard of lutefisk before. That's one I have. Okay, let's try this one. Smallhove. Smallahove. Smallahove. Is a meal we don't eat anymore here. I've never eaten this, and I'm never going to eat it. The reason is I'm not going to eat it is because the meat is the sheep's head. When you eat this, you have to start with the ear and the eye and work your way down around the jaw. Smallahove. If you see that on the menu, or something that looks like it's spelled that way, yeah. Might not want to eat it. Ugh. Gives me the willies. That's what we call them here in America. It's when it sends a shiver up your spine. Whew. Well, thank you, Pete. I think it holds true that we have tasty foods all over the world. And familiar ingredients. Potatoes, cabbage, meat, eyeball. Well, maybe not the eyeball so much. I haven't had good eyeball soup since I was in India with a good friend of mine. I was a lot younger back then. I wore a New York Yankees cap, and I had an old. He was a little older. We came out of a crashing plane. We flew down, but we floated down on like a raft, and luckily we landed safely. We were fine, and then we ended up learning that these children in this part of the region were disappearing, and this wasn't Norway. Again, this is like, way back when I had eyeball. Okay, so that wasn't me. I was thinking of Indiana Jones and me being short round. Yeah. Anyway, my email address is chris@pirillo.com. If you have foods in your part of the world that are impossible for me to pronounce, go ahead, try me, and then laugh as you pass the video around saying, this guy doesn't know how to say the word kajotaker. This is what you need to do. You need to leave a follow-up video and tell me how to say it. I need a good pronunciation key with some of these things. Because No, that's not how. That's not how you say it. I was just drinking soda water. Well, we're typically talking tech, hardware, software, and whatnot with geeks from all around the world. You're welcome to join us anytime, day or night, at one place and one place alone. And that's live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.